am partially in my pajamas and I don't care. We are in the A-liner. The temperature is actually almost, I think it's like 50 degrees right now, which is amazing because it's been in the teens and the negatives and I haven't been able to touch the camper and since I got it. Really, I had the quick video I made of it earlier and then I closed it down and wrapped it in a tarp and that was it. It's just been here. So the weather's actually super nice. My dad stopped by yesterday. He wanted to take a look at some things I told him that were kind of concerning with it. He came over to fix one of the clips he broke, which was very nice of him. I told him he didn't have to. I could do it. But apparently they actually make a part for the clip that he broke because apparently a lot of people break that clip. So that was on the hot water tank in the back. But anyway, we got that fixed. Another thing we've done is, hold on. All right, another thing we did is we went ahead and took this door off because it was broken down here. So the wood is very cheap. So we're going to have to find a way to get better screws for it. I think you can, yeah, like it's really weird. The wood is very cheap. That's probably what keeps it light, because if it was heavy wood then it wouldn't be so light. And then all of these are broken. I went ahead and wrote to the RV guy I bought it from and he said to go ahead and send him pictures of everything that was broken or not working right, and he could probably send me some replacements. And then as you notice here, all the wood's getting grounded off from the doors just jiggling and bouncing and rubbing onto them. So this is what I'm doing now. Let me turn the camera. Is I've started adding these. I know I can go to the store and just buy some pads, and I will do it. I'll go buy some later, but I'm working with what I got. This is the other missing clip that's supposed to keep the door shut, and I sent them pictures of that too. So this is pretty much what I had in the house, and these were made to go on the bottom of furniture to give them grip and to keep them from sliding around, I guess. But I bought them, or I brought them out here because I'm not using these. These were just left over, and I'm just cutting them into little squares, trying to make them as nice as I can, and I'm going to be putting them on all the doors. Oh, this clip actually works. Not used to that. This one, where the clip is actually holding the door, is not all torn up on the edges where the door sits, so I'm going to go ahead and get some padding on that before that gets all torn up. And then I'm basically just overlooking the camper since I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. So far, I can't figure out why, but the USB cord's not working. I plug it in, it works for a second, and then it just stops working. I don't know why. I got this from the house. This is a plug, and I'm just plugging that in right now to keep my phone charged while I'm out here doing stuff. And then, what else? And I did notice this on the wall. I'm concerned with it, but I think I can just, I don't know, seal it with some kind of silicone sealer or something and just call it good. That's the only place I see it, and I'm not even sure what it's from. I don't want to pick at it and destroy it. It almost looks like something stabbed through it, or I don't know. I don't know what it's from. I'm very particular because, you know, this is supposed to be a brand new 2025, you know, A-liner. Even though I got a good deal on it, I still spent a lot of money on it, and it's brand new. I want it to be brand new. Brand new usually means there's no issues, there's nothing broken, but there's a lot of little things. It could just be a camper thing, because campers do move around. As you can see, I made my bed. Look at me being distracted. Does that sheet look familiar? Yes. If you guys have ever seen any of my extremely old videos from like 10 years ago, that is my Goosebumps bed sheet I've had since I was, you know, a teen, young teen, preteen, child. And it was in my truck camper. I used this as the sheet in my truck camper, and I had it all folded up and put away, and I didn't realize I still had it until I was digging around. And there it was. It was tucked up in a closet. It was washed and put away, and I think the most saddest, endearing thing is when I unwrapped it and unfolded it, it had some Boris hairballs still inside of it. Just, you know, you could tell it was washed, but you know how those the long-haired dogs get those little hair ballies? It had hair ballies from Boris, and I was like, oh, it's so sweet. On top of that, I bought this pad here. It's supposed to be a cot pad. It measured out the same as this, but I guess because cots are thinner, it doesn't quite hook on like I was hoping it would. It's got hooks on the end that are supposed to like go around the edges, and I might be able to get this one on, but I can't get the other. But it did have slips on the front which do slip on, and it's got this strap which clips underneath, but it's just a little too big. I just been tucking it under and just calling it. I'm sure I'm gonna make it clip, and I'm sure I can, but that's a project for another day. But right now it gives it some extra padding, so it's just so I'm not laying straight on this like pleathery stuff. So honestly, this for me is super comfortable. A lot of people are hit or miss on it. I think it's super comfortable. I don't even feel like I need to buy an extra pad. Oh, look, 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 look. Look, I'm still... Look at this. Look at the brown hair. That's a Boris ball. Some people are thinking, oh, God, did you... I did. I swear this has been washed. It's just... Boris shed a lot, which is, I guess, understandable. He was a very long-haired Newfoundland. And it's, I guess I washed it years ago. I just folded it up straight out of the dryer and put it away. You know, it's been literally just folded and put up into a bag in the closet. So that's just, look at this Boris hair. All right, throw it outside. No, it's gonna blow back inside. Get out, Boris hair. All right, I already have a hairball of his saved up by his urn and ashes. But yeah, here's another one that I'm gonna add padding to. See how it's tearing it up already? And what's really weird is that even... Yeah, that lines up right where the screw is, so the screws are hitting it and tearing it up. This one actually clips too. All the ones that have the proper locks that are actually locking are not torn up. Is there anything in there? Let me see the phone. No. Oh, the water heater. So I'm just kind of sitting here trying to figure out what I want to put in here. My little refrigerator. It's so cute. I don't have the fridge turned on. I do think here in the near future I'm going to go ahead and just leave this plugged in, turn the fridge on, and start emptying my fridge into this and sell my refrigerator in the house, since I have to sell the house come spring anyway. This is, oh, the side I'm sitting on here. Let me turn you around. This is the dining table. I know I said I wanted to keep it up, and I do. But trying to get Ludo adjusted to it, the biggest thing he needed is his space. He was a little unsure because of how compact it is for him. And I think in the future, I'll be able to set the dining table up and he'll be fine with it. But since he's getting used to it, this is his blanket and his dirty, hairy dog bed. And I basically just tucked it up here, so when I bring him in, he just jumps up there and he sits down and he feels a lot better. I figured out how to set it up. I guess the table just sits underneath of it. So yeah, table just sits under it. I've been kind of vacuuming and cleaning. I've been sitting in here a lot just thinking. I'm trying to think of what all I need to put in here, what all I want to put in here. I don't want to overload it, so I'm trying to be lenient on that too. The car still needs its repairs. As far as repairs, it basically just needs the jack and the cables put in, because I don't have a 7-pin on my car yet. My brother did say he's going to help me with that still, so we're just waiting for a warm weekend, which might be next weekend. I don't know. I don't want to push for it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just very slowly packing a few things in here. I don't need a whole lot. I'm going through the house and emptying the house out. I know we have spring cleanup in the city coming sometime. It's usually closer to June in my area, but I want to be out of here by then. So I'm just doing what I can. And keeping it light. I understand I'm taking a risk, but like I said, I'm not traveling through any mountains. Everything's going to be flat ground. I've made a few of the areas a few times in the element. I've made the trip a few times in the element, and it is pretty flat ground. So I'm really hoping for a camp host job. If it doesn't work out this year, I've got plans for next year. I've got places I can park the camper when I can't take it with me. I'm planning all this. Like, I'm really thinking this through. For now, I'm just cleaning, packing, and preparing. I think everything's gonna work out fine. I feel confident. I'm a little sad knowing that I'm gonna be losing my house, but I never wanted to live here anyway. And adventures await, and we're gonna have some, and it's gonna be great. It's just trying to be patient while you're trying to take each step to do it properly. I am very fortunate to not have to do all this in an instant. I'm very fortunate to have time to plan things out. I'm very fortunate to have a job right now that I work that pays decently. Like, it's not the best paying job. I don't make, like, you know, 18 bucks an hour or anything, but it pays above minimum wage, and it's a very good job, and it's very stable. And I get along with everybody I work with right now, and I'm gonna be sad to leave them, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get to cleaning and fixing things up. Since the weather is so nice, we decided to come down to a park that wasn't too far away and enjoy some sloshy, wet, scenic views. It's actually kind of cool. This is a park I went to when I was very young. I used to ride my bike out here, which is probably not safe and probably very frowned upon nowadays, but you know, back then didn't matter. I rode all over. I realized with Ludo, he is the third dog I've brought to this park. My very first, he passed away at 17. Yo, don't you do it! No, sorry, Ludo was trying to lay in a mud puddle. He passed away at 17 years old. My second one was Boris, and now Ludo. And not a lot has changed. This trail has definitely changed. It used to just be gravel and muddy, but they've poured concrete over most of it. We're on the gravel side of it now. Ludo's absolutely just wants to walk in the mud. He's like, what? Look how dirty he is. Look how dirty. We have all this gravel in this path. I wanted to walk somewhere, but I didn't want to go anywhere too dirty because I knew it was going to be gross out. I mean, just look at the slop. The snow is melting. It's like 60 degrees out, which is amazing, by the way, since it's been so cold. So I really wanted to go on a hike, but I know ticks are also out in force right now because it's getting spring. So I didn't want to get ticks on me. I didn't want to worry about it. So I opted to come here. And we came here, and this trail's turning out better than I thought and better than I remembered because they've actually added to it. Come on. Ew, it's probably deer poop. Gross. But they've added to it. It's made it a lot longer. There's a cool bridge over there I want to go across. I was going to go across it, but it's a very thin bridge, and there was a person just standing in the middle of it, and I didn't want to try to pull Ludo past him. Ludo behaves, but he also really wants attention, and trying to pull him past him when he wants attention I just don't set myself up for failure on those kind of situations. I had a 100% chance of no failure going straight onto the gravel, or about a 50-50 of trying to cross the bridge with a person. So he just wants to go in the mud. This is it. This is what it's like to travel. This is why I wanted an outdoor shower on my camper. Just kidding. But yeah, they've changed this trail up quite a bit. But I think they changed it for the better. It's still nostalgic in a lot of ways. So we're gonna just walk around and get some fresh air, get some exercise, and enjoy this wonderful day. What? You coming? I'm gonna go across this bridge. This I do not remember from my past. This is new. So we have to go across it. No ORVs allowed. No dirt bikes, UTVs, ATVs allowed on roads within state park boundaries. Dogs must be on leash. Dog is on leash. Somebody else has muddy dog prints all over the bridge too. I feel you, man. I feel you. It actually looks really cool down there. I remember this creek. Hold up. Alright, wait. Pretty cool. On the side. It's awesome. Alright, let's keep exploring. With you and your big old muddy footprints. You're following these tiny muddy footprints. This is a very nice path. I'm glad I decided to come here today. I didn't know that they changed it like this. So this is definitely going to be added into my books of places I can go when I don't actually want to get into the mud and gunk. I was definitely not expecting this path. Like, this is really nice. I was expecting, you know, a hike. The trails that I remember being here, I didn't know they concreted all this in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the off trails and the muddy climbs and the actual hiking. I don't consider this a hike. This is just a very nice stroll. But hey, it's wheelchair accessible. This is actually really nice. Not what I was expecting at all. But even with all this nice concrete, somebody still manages to get muddy. Look at him. Look at him, stay out of the mud, Ludo. No, get out of the mud. Get out of here. What a dirty dog. This is why I can't keep my car clean. Can't take this boy anywhere. Yeah, are you good? No, okay. Yeah, he's not good. You love it while you can, it's gone. It's melting away. You good yet? Not yet. What about now? He's gonna eat it? I mean, it's got some of the mud off you. Nice frozen over lake. We've made it to the next snow pile in the woods. You're so hopeless. Did you break? Are you? All right, you ready? You ready? No, he's not ready. What about now? You ready? No, okay. We're almost back to the car. Like another half mile. Okay, I guess we'll wait for him to finish. Alright, we finally made it back to the car. That was actually a really good walk. It wasn't much of a hike as everything now is paved over. But from what I understand, it connects to a bigger trail that goes right up a main road that connects two towns together. Oh god, audiobook.
Eyeing Hall and the others warily.
So I liked it. It was really nice. It's nice to know that this is here now, and it's not that far from where I live. So I have some place that I can, you know, if I want to take a day off and just go do a nice walk, that we can come out here and we can do a walk. It avoids mud and gunk and, well, mostly the mud, unless you have a Ludo who, you know, prefers the mud. He did right. Who's your muddy boy? Who's your muddy boy? Oh god, you're gross. I'm so glad there's seat covers on my seats. I need new seat covers though. So that's it. It was actually nice, relaxing. I'm gonna go home and pack up some more things and just relax for the rest of the day. I do have work the rest of the week. But it was a good weekend. I do enjoy that the temperatures are finally warming up to where we can get back outside. Camping season is among us, and I can actually get started on building my car camper. I have new ideas for it because I want to lighten the load and lighten the weight. And now that I have the camper, there's going to be plenty of times where I'm not going to want a full camp out in the back of my car, just a Ludo. So I think I'm going to redo the bed to one that I can lift up like the chairs in the Honda Element. You know how they fold flat and then you can lift them up and hook them on the O-ship bars? I don't know the actual technical term name for those handles. Everyone just calls them the O-ship bars. So that's what I call them too. But I think I want to try to make a bed that does that. And I can just hook it up, but I don't need it for camping. And have Ludo, you know, his cot and stuff down where he can just lay in the back. And then I can put it back down when I need to sleep on or something. I don't know. I have plans and I've drawn out plans and I'm writing things up and I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to get stuff put together. At least I'm just going to make it out of lightweight material. Keep the weight as under control as I can and see what happens. I don't know. But you guys have a great week. I will hopefully be able to record something next weekend. Hit or miss. I might be going out of town again to visit a friend, but we will see. Either way, I'll try to get something else out. Bye. Who's the drooliest boy? Who's the drooliest? Ludo. He's Ludo. Ludo. Ludo, look at the camera. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's drooling. Oh, he's drooling so much. He's so gross. What a gross dog. Look at all the slime. Look at all the drool. Oh my god, look at that one. Look at it. Look at it. He's so gross. Why are you so gross? But he's cute. He's watching the bicycle person. He's like, where are you going, bicycle person? What's going on? I've been staring at my camper for a while, trying to figure out where I want to put this because I keep calling it an Autobot. It's a sticky. And I was thinking, at first I was thinking like in the middle, but I actually think I like it like right there. I think that actually looks really good. So I cleaned the area, got some alcohol and towel, so I cleaned this area off. And I was kind of sizing up, I don't know, just making sure. I think I do. We're down here. Of course I didn't clean this spot. It's too low. I think it needs to be like right here. Give me a second. We're gonna stick it. It is done. It is officially an Autobot. It's pretty cool.